Hi, I'm Teresa Clemens, and I want to welcome you again to Sparkle and Shine. Today, you will learn a little bit about our expansion in areas of both chat and text and hotline services with 988, which is suicide prevention. We'll also talk some about our domestic violence services as well as sexual assault. You'll find a little bit of humor as well as a lot of information, and we hope you enjoy.
Hi, my name is Adam Reichel. I'm a counselor here at A Better Way, and my main role here is to help assess and address the mental health needs of our clientele, but I also train our staff in suicide prevention. So in 2020, Congress designated 988 as the dialing, texting, and chat code for folks who are dealing with emergencies in mental health or substance use. And it's an easy to remember code, so that's one of the main reasons for this focus, but it's also a shift away from what has traditionally been a law enforcement response to mental health crises towards a more mental health friendly approach to dealing with crises. So in preparation for this rollout, which occurred on January 16th, we have been working with several other crisis centers to develop policies and protocols, to hire staff and volunteers to work the 988 suicide prevention line. A Better Way has been providing suicide prevention services for several years now. We started out serving 9 counties and are now serving 56 counties, which represents a majority of the counties in Indiana. So our executive director, Teresa Clemens, noticed that there was an increased incidence of suicidal thinking and behaviors among folks that we were serving through our residential shelter here. And so she wanted to train our staff to be able to adequately address those needs. And that naturally led us into the direction of suicide prevention work. So for our community, it's helped us to address suicidal thoughts and help folks that are in crisis within our immediate area. And now we're serving well over half the state. So it helps us to get individuals in contact with folks who might be able to help them through their crisis, and it also allows us the opportunity to address their emotional pain. All of our new hires, volunteers, get standardized trainings in dealing with suicide prevention. One of those that we offer here is Safe Talk, which is a suicide prevention platform developed by LivingWorks. And it's one of the most widely recognized and used suicide prevention training platforms, and it's aimed at activating our willingness to discuss openly the topic of suicide. In addition to that, we also offer Assist, which is much more in-depth 2-day training to really bolster those suicide intervention skills. And that is also a standardized training developed by the LivingWorks network. We also offer a third training, QPR, which is another very much in the same vein as Safe Talk, an introduction to the topic of suicide and getting folks more comfortable in discussing the topic. Becoming involved in 988 has a number of benefits to our community and to our supporters. Almost all of us know someone who's thought about suicide, maybe struggled with suicidal ideations or behaviors. And so by supporting 988, you are supporting yourselves as well in this community. And hopefully we can reduce stigma surrounding the topic of suicide and can make it a more comfortable topic for us to address. It's only through open and direct communication about suicide that the best outcomes are achieved.
Hi, I am Dean Edwards, Market President of Old National Bank, and on behalf of ONB, we are proud to be a financial supporter of A Better Way, who does an amazing job in East Central Indiana providing support for so many in need.
QPR is a training that we do here at A Better Way. It stands for Question, Persuade, and Refer. And so one of the reasons why we do that here at A Better Way is because we needed an introductory training that anyone could do where they are able to respond to crisis, And so with QPR, it's kind of branching off of CPR. And so it's that immediate response to a medical emergency. And so we do believe that mental health and suicide are medical emergencies, and people do deserve that same response quickly. And so that is one of the things that we do. And so we want to make sure that people know how to ask the question, are you having suicidal thoughts? What are you dealing with? How can we assist you? Then we want to make sure that we give people a source of hope, a reason to live. So, what is it that you are here for? What are the reasons that you are living for? And what things make you want to stay here? And then we want to refer them and give them the mental health resources that they need to have a healthy life and to, be able to sustain outside of the call. We want them to be able to not only know that we are a resource, but to be able to build other resources in their community and in their support system. So that's a little bit of what we do through this training.
This class was very informative. It gave me a guide to go through, asking the question, persuading them to change whatever suicidal ideation or emotional thing they're going through, and then giving them a resource. So giving them hope and encouraging them that there is something to live for. Yes, I am excited to be able to save a life. Life is precious, and when we have the resources in training like this, we're able to give another person hope for another day.
QPR really does help in the preparation for those who are doing chats or suicide calls, because it's giving them a better ability to discern when somebody is having suicidal thoughts, and it even gives them the practice of learning how to be comfortable with asking those hard questions. And so once they are, able to identify whether or not someone's having suicidal ideations, they then are able to use this training to give that person the resources that they need and to intervene in the midst of a crisis. And so this really does help people become more comfortable with crisis-like conversations, to where they are not, too overwhelmed, or they don't feel like they're able to intervene in that situation, but they're taking the information from this training and they're able to get direct questions that they can ask and really form those in a way that would assist the person who is in crisis in getting the assistance that they need. And so I think that this training is very helpful, because it does bring people back to the reality that, these are common thoughts that people have, and it's okay to have this dialogue and those conversations, and QPR really does open up the door for that dialogue.
I'm Don Holtz.
And I'm John Volberg.
And I'm Susan Wilbrecht of Holtz Wilbrecht Homes at RE/MAX Real Estate Groups. And it is our honor to once again sponsor A Better Way Services Sparkle and Shine Luncheon.
My name is Sarah. I am a crisis specialist with A Better Way.
My name is Morgan, and I am a crisis specialist with ABW, and I have been working here for 7 months now.
I'm Katie. I work here at A Better Way as a crisis specialist.
So I chose to go into this field because I have a background in public health, specifically community health, and I know that suicide is a real issue that, society has been facing for a long time, but especially, in today's day and age.
I wanted to help other people realize that there is light at the end of the tunnel and there is hope.
And I think working here at A Better Way as a crisis specialist will definitely help me to support people when they're at their lowest.
The training that I received prepared me for this role by allowing me to recognize some of the, trigger words that people might use that indicate that they're suicidal, such as, feeling that they're a burden, to those around them.
During training, I practice a lot of scenarios that I face every day taking calls.
It really helped me to learn what questions to ask and what those answers meant as far as how at risk or how safe a person is when it comes to suicide. And of course, there's ongoing training. I look forward to assist training in the future and just learning more about how to help people.
I think people reach out to the hotline for a variety of reasons. Some people have never had any experience with any sort of mental health care. And so sometimes people reach out to us for the first time, either looking for resources to connect to, such as, therapy.
I think that people need someone to listen to, and need someone to have that listening ear. And so I think that having that listening ear and having someone there for them that understands really makes a difference.
Sometimes it's just because they need someone to talk to, and sometimes it's because they're really at risk and they really need some help right in this moment.
Being able to, work with someone who's feeling, very suicidal and like they don't want to be here anymore, and being able to just talk with them and offer them, a glimpse of hope. And by the end of a conversation, oftentimes people really feel better, and they do see a glimmer of hope.
And that's just so rewarding to hear that change in their voice and how much of a difference I was able to make.
Knowing that I might be that difference for someone else is a really great feeling.
We're a safe and caring person for them to reach out to, and we can help them feel understood and seen and validated, and I think that's really important for anybody who's struggling.
I would say the experience with callers that I've had has been, incredibly rewarding, but also, getting to meet the different people who choose to go into this field has been an incredible experience. People come from all different backgrounds and really provide, a wealth of knowledge that you're able to, collaborate and, share your knowledge with these individuals.
Having that support of staff and knowing that they're there for me whenever I need them has been really great.
We all just truly are there for each other, and if there's someone who takes a hard call or has something that truly affects them, we can sit down and talk about it and work it out together. I very much feel supported in my own mental health by the community of A Better Way.
So for self-care, I have a couple different things that I do. It depends really on what the problem at hand is. If I am feeling incredibly stressed out, often I will do breathing exercises. I know sometimes people think that sounds silly, but it really does work. That's why it's often recommended.
For self-care, I like to exercise, read, and play with my dog.
I wake up, I have a morning routine where I can take it slow and don't have to stress. I spend a lot of time out in nature with my dogs, and just time with my dogs in general is great.
But also just making time too for loved ones. Social support is a very big part of self-care, and loneliness is a huge issue that a lot of people are facing. So it's very important to connect with others.
I hope the people reaching out to 988 know that there is hope, that things are going to get better, and that they're heard, and that they're seen, and they matter, and that we're here for them, and we're here to support and listen and help in any way that we can.
When you reach out to 988, you're reaching a very kind and supportive and safe person for you. And the people you reach here, you can trust, and we are just here to help. And I want everyone to know we are just here to help.
Even if they are not actively suicidal, they can still call us. We are there to provide support for people who are in various forms of emotional distress. What I'd like people to know is that having suicidal thoughts is far more normal than people think. It's far more common than people think. So there is no shame in reaching out when you have those thoughts in order to make sure that you stay safe.
Hello, my name is Leslie Mathewson with Mathewson Law. We at Mathewson Law support A Better Way. They are making great strides to help better the lives of those in our community. And we ask and encourage you to also help A Better Way continue to do all that it's doing to bring forth goodness in our community.
Hi there, I'm Bobbi, and this is my special home. It's pretty fantastic, because I love keeping busy and this place has a lot going on. There are humans everywhere. I have to take care of them sometimes. They're always wanting hugs and saying I'm a part of their self-care. I guess guess if it works for them, it works for me. If they try any funny business, like cuddling when I have things to do, or taking me where I don't want to go, no worries. I'm so much faster than they are. Sometimes it gets a bit noisy. Ring, ring, ring. They talk a lot on their phones. Something about 988? I just know they sound so nice. They try to help the humans they're talking to. Inside, it makes me smile. Sometimes I sneak into the other parts of the house where the good smells are. They are always cooking, and there are little humans making goo-goo sounds. It's pretty cute. No matter what is going on, the A Better Way humans are helping and smiling and saying nice things. That's part of why I love it here. If you ever need help, you should check it out. This place is the Cat's Meow. If I do say so myself.
I love A Better Way because of the impact that we make on our community and those that we serve. And I love that I am able to make an impact on the community every time I come into work.
I feel that we meet people where they're at, whether they are in crisis, whether they are homeless due to domestic violence or sexual assault, or whatever the case may be. We can provide emergency shelter for these folks, get people into permanent housing.
One of my favorite things is I get to model positive parenting to the parents. I get to show them what it looks like side by side of working on homework, doing flashcards, baking cookies, reading.
We believe that everyone who walks through these doors, they actually have the opportunity to get the help that they need. Whether it's documents or legal assistance or just a smile.
The best part of working at A Better Way is being able to assist my clients with finding permanent housing and watching them reach their short-term and long-term goals.
I love that we're able to provide services such as support group, crisis counseling, trauma-informed care and advocacy.
A Better Way has a multitude of resources that we can use to assist them. I get to work hands-on with them daily to work toward the goals and stuff that they have while they're here.
I love being that voice of hope, encouragement, and empowerment for our clients and to show them that there is a way forward.
We like to be big supports for our clients. We provide them with donations that we receive to help them get started when they're housed. And we're advocates for them.
I love when I'm able to see clients, thrive and find their inner strength in order to be able to do better for themselves and for their families.
The mission to reduce domestic violence, sexual assault, suicide, and homelessness in our community is such a great mission. There's such a need for services in this area, and to be able to come into work every day and know that I'm surrounded by people who are passionate about the same challenges that I'm passionate about is such a blessing.
I find that compassion and generally caring about others really goes a long way in helping people heal from their life stressors.
Most importantly, we empower our clients to put themselves first and to come to the realization that everybody deserves to feel safe in their own homes.
I love A Better Way because of the way that we partner with our clients and truly walk with them in times of need. The care and the compassion that the people of this agency brings is second to none.
Everyone shares the same vision and dedication to helping the survivors overcome any barriers they may face.
I love working for ABW because I know that the work that I do here is meaningful and makes a difference.
I feel that A Better Way is an extremely diverse and inclusive organization. This is a safe space, and I'm proud to know I work somewhere that serves people from all walks of life, regardless of their race, sexuality, or gender identity.
My favorite thing about working here is honestly, it just truly feels like a family.
We always are supporting each other and backing each other up, and I couldn't be more grateful for the people that I work with.
And that's what A Better Way does for the community as well. I mean, no matter what population or economic background you come from, our doors are open.
I love being able to come into the workplace and know that I'm not only doing a job, but walking in my purpose.
A Better Way impacts our community by providing a hand up for those in need. We provide a voice for those that may be struggling to find their own and a safe place to call in a moment of crisis.
And one of my favorite things about A Better Way is that the staff here that are serving our clientele, that are serving the victims of domestic violence, they mirror the community. We mirror the diversity of our community, and I think that is something that's very unique about us, and it's something that I love.
Hi, I'm Teresa Clemens with A Better Way, and I hope that you enjoyed Sparkle and Shine. We've had a good year here with a lot of new programs, new services, expanded area, and we hope that you learned a little something about all of those things. We've been working at the Hub with Muncie Mission and YWCA, and it's great to be able to collaborate like that. We've taken on programs in Richmond. We're experimenting and growing into mobile advocacy, which is the new and better way to serve victims of domestic violence and sexual assault. And we've grown tremendously in our 988 suicide prevention and crisis services. All of those things and more were a part of what we tried to impart to you today and a couple of days ago through our videos. And now I ask that you will hopefully take what you learned and believe in what we do and decide to provide support so that we can continue those services and even more. Either way, thank you so much for all that you do for this community, and hope you'll tune in again next year.